Yo, what's good? What up? What up? What up? Realest one, peace, blessings, all that good stuff like that. Denzel Washington, man. Denzel Washington, my man. I mean, what you gonna say? This Denzel we talking about. Like, the man is perceived as a national treasure, in a sense. I mean, one of my favorite black actors, one of my favorite black entertainers, scratch that, one of my favorite actors, entertainers, point blank, period. You understand? The man done played in almost every damn type of role you could think of, and he's still coming up with new things to portray, right? Um, Training Day you got with classic movies, classic moments like Training Day, Shoe Program, nigga, Equalizer. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond just the movies. He just presents himself aside from the movies. He presents himself as a down to earth, genuine dude. Somebody, no matter what he's in, he make folk want to go to the theaters and watch him. You know what I mean? He just got that aura about himself. Like, he's so liked and respected and praised. Like, you don't hear about his name being mixed up in no wild stuff, no negativity. Like, I remember when the whole Diddy thing was like still kind of fresh, and we were still finding out things. We hearing about names that were connected, people who could have, might have been in the mix. I remember Denzel was literally like the first name that I heard folks mentioning, that they was like, I listen, I don't care who y'all had up in there, but Lord, please just don't tell me Denzel was up in there. Lord, no, don't do it. Right? And I was the same way. I'm like, man, please don't tell me that man was up in there. As far as we know, he had more sense than that. You know what I'm saying? But Denzel's that guy, man. He's that guy. Like, still coming out with different roles, playing characters you would have never thought you would ever see him play, right? I remember when people first found out he was in this Gladiator movie that's about to come out. People seen that trailer. They seen that he was like the only black person in the movie, that he ain't have no accent or nothing. Everybody else got like these accents. It's like one of them movies based on like older times in like Rome, stuff like that. And he talking like this another nigga from New York or something. Like, folks felt a way about that. People who were like diehard fans of this type of movie, like, they felt the way. Like, why y'all got Denzel doing this part? He talking like he from the city or something. This is a period piece. What is y'all doing? Really wasn't that deep. I see what they saying, but at the same time, it's like, what you gonna do? This Denzel. You're still gonna go and see it, right? But even that right there, that ain't nothing compared to the reaction people let out when they seen Denzel say this right here, fam. Right? So Denzel, he running around doing his promo for this movie is about to come out, right? And he starts talking more about his character in the film. He starts talking about how this character has like a bisexual tone to them, like a bisexual background, right? Never seen Denzel ever play a character with that sort of background or vibe to them, right? Most celebrities that we know at some point might have been in something where it was like, yeah, that movie right there, I could do it out. For instance, Will Smith, 6 Degrees of Separation. I never finished that movie, fam. To this day, I just don't like seeing Will in that role. Just that one scene, even if for a couple of seconds, I don't like that. It made me feel uncomfortable. Never finished that movie. I stay away from that. You understand? Of course, that was in his earlier days. So we talking about Denzel, where this is like his like, he's this man almost 70 years old, fam. I think it's dope he can still adapt to roles that he's never, played roles he's never, portrayed, and he's willing to, right? Because people gonna support him no matter what. But nobody really ever pictured Denzel kissing no man. And we would not have even known that he did kiss a man in this movie if he wouldn't have said it himself, which tells me that he is 100% comfortable in his own skin. He's comfortable in his sexuality. So I give him props for that, because most black men wouldn't have said a damn thing. It would have stayed right there on the cutting room floor. But, he let it be known that he kissed a man in this movie, except they cut the scene out. So folks was out here saying, oh, nah, they got Denzel too. Because you know how Hollywood is, right? It's either the black man is in the dress or the black man doing some, some same-sex stuff. It's not like that all the time, but you can name some movies and you can name certain actors, certain points in their career. But it's like, oh, damn, nah, I don't want to see that. That movie I can do without. But Denzel, he always stayed away from that. You understand? He never even came close to even portraying something like that or being in that type of scene. So it was a little bit of a shocker for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad they took it out, and I'm not even going to see the movie. Let that thing stay way on the cutting room floor. And I'm not homophobic or anything like that. Hell, I had a friend growing up with, he was gay. We didn't even know it until he kissed another nigga in front of us. He was like, listen now, I still respect you, I rock with you, but you could have given a nigga a warning. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But I believe in people being them, but we're not even talking about like behind the bedroom and stuff. We just talking about black actors portraying certain roles. Like that opened up the door for people to speak on how Hollywood has a knack for trying to put black men in these type of positions, these uncompromising positions. You know what I'm saying? Now his exact words were, I actually kissed the man in the film, but they took it, they cut it. I think they got chicken, right? He said, I kissed a guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet, right? That was a scene that was in the movie. They cut it out. They decided to. He said he feel like they got chicken. They got cold feet. They said, nah, before we put this out here, we're going to take this part out. He didn't say he wanted it cut out. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he was standing 10 toes down on it. He basically saying, listen, I'm almost 70 years old. Y'all know what I like. Y'all know what I'm into. Stop playing with me. I'm getting paid for this. So obviously, if he's the one who put this information out there for people to even react to, obviously he was cool with even doing this scene in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable within himself. And I gotta respect that much. He's like, I'm a grown ass man. This is just acting, bro. Although I'm not gonna lie, I prefer to not see Denzel kiss a man, bro. I personally prefer not to see that. Either way, he would have still had my respect. You know what I'm saying? All it did was it just opened up that door to have that conversation about how Hollywood, you know, how they just like to have black men in certain roles sometimes, man. And it seemed like Denzel had the power to say, no, we're not going to do this. We're going to do this. You know what I mean? He got enough power in the game where he could refuse to kiss another man if he wanted to. You understand? He one of them dudes that believes in the art of it. He believes in bringing the characters to life. But again, I think it's good they took it out. I'm not gonna lie. What's the reason y'all think they took that scene out? But shout out to Denzel, man. I also heard he's supposed to be in the next Black Panther movie, so that's dope. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, man. But y'all leave y'all thoughts, comments, opinions. Why did they cut that scene out of Denzel Washington for the first time kissing another man on the lips? But shout out to Denzel, you know what I'm saying, for keeping it 100 and saying, yeah, I did it. I kissed another man in the movie, so what? I'll still take y'all wife. Stop playing with me. You know? Realest one, man.